time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll go to the ground. Find some fresh air. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Lopez wants to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, that play action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
The Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lopez to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Dyer. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Here he goes. Oh, it's a fumble.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. Off and running. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Set to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. He fires to the left side. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And they'll take over.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
That was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
On the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Alexander.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Runs through the tackle. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. The decision to go for it does not pan out. some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. The short hands, it's Lewis. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. The screen, and watch out. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup that puts him in position to pick up a 1st down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Lopez to pass. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez wants to fire. Now sliding to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's what I love about dime personnel packages, especially on third down, is one, you've got faster guys out there to cover these receivers and these targets, but two, you can rally to the quarterback if he takes off. And yeah, he was able to get a couple of yards, but you're not letting him go into the house, and now you're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for him. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown doors. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option, he'll toss it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To throw, it's Dyer. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Snagged in the middle. It's Welsh. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Under fire. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lopez to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Lopez wants to fire. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Touchdown, Commodores! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Dyer. Uncorks it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Trying to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 18 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really